Hello everybody, I'm hoping you've been enjoying this super awesome episode 100. Just as a quick repeat before I start playing the games, thanks so much for actually watching all my videos and supporting me and pressing like on all these things. I really do appreciate all the stuff you guys have done for me, and I'm going to try and keep doing it as long as I possibly can. As long as I still have people to watch me, I will continue on. And anyways, let's get started here. I've decided I'm going to play some quick battles, but I'm also going to try and do a couple unique different things that I don't normally do, that I've gotten a lot of requests for, that I've always just been like, nah, I don't really want to do that, until today where I'm like, you know what, it's time to actually show my viewers that I do care about them. So the first thing I wanted to do is, if I get a reasonable level, besides like Hydro Dam or something like that, yep, here we go. This is going to be perfect. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to do Mortar and Glue Gunner. Those are the only two towers. So I feel like this could be actually pretty darn fun. I'm actually going to use, let's use two towers that are basically unusable. I mean, I guess I could just get the Monkey Village, but I'm not really going to use it ever. This guy's a pretty decent player, so we got Rick Ross over here. The Rick Ross, we got to own this guy. Probably not, but hopefully we can actually survive long enough to make this game interesting. Now, indeed, the only real problem with mortars is that it's actually very hard to pop regrow balloons. Sadly enough, you have to get some pretty darn strong mortars to actually do that, and to get enough economy with mortars is just difficult. So we're going to have to probably use some pretty strong glue gunners, or use like a 2-3 glue gunner to help me out quite a bit on level 13 and stuff like that. So we're going to need quite a bit of money here, which means I'm probably going to sacrifice quite a few lives in the beginning here. Now, you guys probably don't notice, but my frame rate is already down to like 19 or something like that. So that's because I'm saving a video right now. Sadly enough, I probably should have waited. But I'd like, probably about 5-10 minutes into this video, we'll actually start getting some more cool action going on. So first things first, I'm actually just going to get faster shooting and bigger bombs. I feel like that should suffice for me surviving. I can aim my mortar just a little bit around if I need to, but I want to get my economy going. That's the first thing I need to do. Get lots and lots of economy. As well as I might just exit out of random things that I don't need. So let's just exit out of that, and that's pretty much it. So sadly enough, that's about it. So let's get this upgrade here. That's my flaming upgrade, and also I should probably get the bigger upgrade, but sadly enough, I don't think I can afford it yet. So I'm actually probably just going to put my mortar right here, because actually that's probably one of the best spots to start off with. A little bit later, I can try and put a different spot, like over here, once I get the bigger bombs. Once you get bigger bombs, over here is actually a very, very wonderful, amazing spot. I should probably get that as soon as possible, because this is not affecting all of the balloons that it possibly can, and it's very sad indeed, but we will see. I also have to be careful because of the pinks. The pinks are kind of fast, so if he does start rushing me with these pinks, I'm probably going to have to start getting glue gunners. Oh no, I do have to get glue gunners pretty darn soon here, so hopefully this guy will actually hit most of these pink balloons, but now I need to start saving up, and I need to get a glue gunner. So sadly enough, I really would wish that I didn't have to get a glue gunner right now, because I'm not getting as much economy as I should, but I need to get at least a corrosive glue, and hopefully that'll help me out just enough here. So indeed, I'm lagging. I'm doing lots and lots of weird things with my mortar, my glue gunner. I'm hoping that this movie just saves a little bit faster, but it's not. It's actually saving less fast. So anyways, my glue gunner here, I should probably put him on last, but I'm not. I'm just getting more economy here. He's going to keep sending these pinks out at me as long as possible to do as much damage as he possibly can, but it's also kind of hurting his economy if you think about it. If I can get enough economy, like maybe 500, and then start getting some higher level glue gunners, it'll actually probably work out fantastic for me. I'm actually not letting too many balloons get through. If you actually look, I'm only down to about 50 lives, and in fact, I think now I'm going to have to start saving up just a little bit. So let's actually put this guy on last. I don't even know what I want to put him on. I'll put this guy on close. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't really matter that much. So now I got a couple glue gunners here, and these guys should actually pop most of these pinks over here. At least hopefully. Don't know what we're putting on. I guess strong, mixture of strong and stuff. And indeed, I need to get a little bit more economy on this guy. So I could get some. He got a Dartling gun and these guys over here. Now he's still sending pinks out at me, and I'm starting to lose even more lives. So I really need to be careful here. Lag is definitely causing me some problems. So I'd like to get a 2-2 glue gunner or something like that pretty darn soon. If I can get a 2-2 glue gunner, I will actually be okay. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to afford it. So I'm just gonna get a couple more 2-1 glue gunners, and it's actually helping me survive here. So this is actually doing okay. We got these glue gunners, and I'm going to have to start just saving up for some higher level glue gunners. And that's okay. That just means we're not going to have that high of an economy. We do already have 481, which is not bad by any means. For this level, it's bad. But overall, it's not terrible. So I just need to make sure I survive. But I think we can actually survive. So let's put this guy on close and get this upgrade over here. Now we got glue splatter, so that should help out quite a bit. I think I'm going to start getting some other random mortars as well. So let's start getting like at least one more random mortar, and if I need to, or I'll just start saving up for glue hose. Well, actually, it'll depend. It'll depend if he tries to rush me with regrow balloons. So indeed, I could probably try and rush him with some regrow balloons or something like that if I wanted to. That could probably help. I think. I don't know. But I'm still losing lots of lives. Oh no. I'd like to get this glue splatter. If I can get glue hose, I think I'll be okay. Really want to get glue hose. Actually, you know what? Screw that. Let's sell that guy and get glue hose. Yeah, look at that. Now glue hose is going to rock everything. Now I've noticed that there's a glitch with glue hose, which makes it so my glue hose never works. So sadly enough, I'm hoping that glue hose is going to start working. No, glue hose, work please. So I don't have a working glue hose. So we're gonna have to stick with just a 2-2 glue gunner, and it's glitched. Yes, it is officially glitched. I finally am just going to say it. My glue hose is glitched. They need to fix that. I'm pretty darn sure I've tried it a couple times and it just never works for me. So, I mean, glue hose would have been nice, but I think we're going to actually have to get 2 glue splatters, which means we're wasting lots of money. I mean, we'd much rather not do that. We'd much rather have other things. I can either do 2 things. I can either go for trying to survive or try and win as fast as possible on level 13. And I'm thinking that I'd like to just go in level 13 and just do a super awesome, really big rush on him. I think a big rainbow rush will actually overrun him unless he gets a 4-2 cannon or something like that. So we're actually going to hold off on the money for a little bit. I'm thinking I'm just going to not upgrade my guys too much. But then again, he's like starting to overrun me just a little bit. So we need to glue these guys as well. So it's actually going to be a really freaking close game. I'm just going to go for a giant regrow rush right now. Group rainbows. Can we do it? I don't know. Can we do it? Oh my god, this is going to be intense. We got all these little regrow balloons coming up here, and I need to kill them as fast as possible so I can send out this giant rush. So this is going to be a giant $6,000 rush against this guy. And the real question is, can we overrun him? He's got a lot of snipers here. He doesn't have too much versus the regrow balloons, and it looks like we're actually going to overrun him. Yeah, we just beat somebody with some glue gunners and a mortar. I think. I hope. I sure hope. Okay, we did. We won that game. So that was pretty darn fun. Let's play another one here. I know it's kind of laggy, guys. Hopefully you guys don't think it's too laggy for you. Hopefully you're still having some fun with these games. Anyways, next thing we're going to do is I'm going to try out something kind of cool. So normally a lot of people start off with, it depends on the level, of course, but I can go with a couple different things, but realistically the plan is, if it's like a hydro dam or something, I'm going to try and do one of my reasonable strategies, but if it isn't, like yin yang, I'm actually going to do something different. This guy's kind of a nub cake. 38 and 30, so it's probably not going to be extremely necessary for what I'm doing, but nonetheless, I will still try. So instead of actually getting the mortar for camo detection, I'm indeed going to get the monkey village. That's kind of important. I feel like the mortar on this level is just not good enough for camo detection. I wouldn't personally like to do it for full camo detection. I can see some people saying it's okay, but overall, not a huge fan. So anyways, what's going on here? This is not the perfect level for this strategy, by the way. There's other levels that are a little bit better for this strategy. But what we have to do is start off with a boomerang and a cannon like usual. So we're doing a cannon boomerang start, and basically that's to pop all of the possible red balloons that this guy could send at me. He can't send out space blues, can send out space reds. All that stuff will not get by no matter what. So that's pretty much the perfect start. If you're going to start off on something, get boomerangs, get cannons. Yeah, that's going to work out fantastic for us. So now what's basically the plan of this entire episode is I'm going to try and do a couple random episodes, or like random games here with cool things, and also I'm going to end it with one of my sped-up games that lasts pretty darn long. So that's basically just a heads up for this. This is going to be a different audio clip. So basically I'm just going to kind of not end the video, but I'm going to end the game with a different audio clip. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys, and if not, you'll see eventually. Yes, you will. Indeed, you will see eventually. So anyways, what we're doing is we're basically just keep sending out all these red balloons. If you notice, this guy on the other side actually has a 3-0 boomerang and another something other boomerang. It's just probably a 0-0 boomerang. I don't really know what the point of that is. There probably isn't a very big point to that. But now it's level 4. So what's coming on level 4? Well, he can send out some pinks versus me, or blues. If you send out blues, I'd be okay for a little while. If you send out pinks, I'm just going to sell my cannon. And guess what? Buy a really high frickin' Boomerang, but because he's not sending out anything versus me, I'm just saying screw it, we're going to get even more economy for better late game action. So you can tell this guy really doesn't know what's going on. He's kind of a nutcake. He does have quite a few wins under his belt, but still at the same time, he's not that fantastic. So now he's finally realized, oh crap, I have a weakness, and that is my pink balloons. Pink balloons versus me will in fact do damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a 2-3 boomerang really fast here, and lag is going to cause major problems for me. I'm actually down to about 15 frames per second right now. So I'm actually going to need to get something else to actually deal with these pinks. But in the meantime, I'd like to get some extra economy going as much as possible, because my 2-3 boomer is not making me do as good as I possibly can, but at the same time, it's not making me lose massive amounts of lives. Like level 6, I'm going to need something else for sure. In fact, I'm probably just going to get a 3-0 boomerang, which is kind of going to inhibit my strategy of what I wanted to do. I don't know if I should spoil it. Should I spoil it? I wanted to get a 2-4 boomerang. So I don't normally do that. I don't normally get a 2-4 boomerang, almost ever. It's kind of like a secret boomerang, kind of. I don't know. That's the way I look at it. It's like a secret boomerang power-up that you don't normally get. You don't normally think about people getting it, and they can actually kind of screw you over with like a giant attack on level 8 or something like that, where they try and attack you, and then they're like, oh wait, they have a 2-4 boomerang, and now I can't kill them at all. No! And it just kind of makes you waste all of your money. It is true and sad at the same time. Anyways, so now I can't really do that strategy, so I'm just going to kind of keep up with my normal strategy. I'm actually just going to say screw economy, even though this guy's got some pretty decent defense here. I don't know. Should I go more economy? Yeah, let's go a little bit more economy. Let's at least get up to like 600. It's going to be pretty darn important to get up to level 600. We do have our 2 boomerangs already, so we should be able to survive fairly easy here. Reason why I'm going with greens, no specific reason. I should probably be sending out yellows. But also at the same time, I don't want to get overrun here. So I need to make sure that I do get camo detection for level 12, and if you notice, my camo detection is not mortars, which means it's going to be about $4,000 for full camo detection. So I need to be careful and not spend all my money on balloons. So I'd like to get that 600 just because of OCD-ness, but I don't think I can. I'd rather survive here. So we got that guy up. Now I still need $2,000. This guy's still sending out balloons versus me, which is probably not the most smart thing to do. And that means probably I can overrun him on level 13, but we're going to have to be a little bit careful. If he does get another 3-0 boomerang or something like that, no freaking way we can. So I'm starting to think maybe I should just wait a little bit and go for a quick ceramic regrow rush on level 15. That's really the plan right now. Excuse me, that's really the plan right now. But at the same time, you got this cannon over here and everything. So it's definitely causing some problems for me on what I think I should do. I have no idea at the moment. Especially with this lag right now, I'm down to like 10 frames per second. It's because my other movie is saving, sadly enough. This is what I do when I try and multitask my computer. I wish my computer was just a little bit better, but it is not. So I do have this money built up that I could possibly spend on either camo detection or a giant rush. I'm thinking giant rush time. Level 13, let's just, let's do it. Regrows and giant rush. Okay, $7,000 full of these guys. I really do not think he can survive, but at the same time, if he does beat this rush, I lose the game. So I have to keep that in mind. It sure does look like he actually just owned that rush. Now I have one possible defense, and that is if I regrow rush him on level 15. Well, one possible attack, but at the same time, no camo detection, guys. The only camo detection I could possibly get is a dartling gun, and I can't really afford it right now very well at all. So we're going to have to go for some regrow ceramics on level 15, and I'm just hoping for the best here, guys. I'm just hoping. I have no idea. I shouldn't have gone for that heavy rush on level 13. I kind of knew that I shouldn't have, but I was just noticing my lag, and if I wasn't able to beat these guys soon, I was going to lose the game. And it looks like I'm making him lose lives. Oh, I am! I won the game! Yeah! Fantastic! So we're just doing awesome games here today, guys. That guy wasn't even that... He was a pretty big new cake, and I almost lost. Oh my goodness. We're going to keep going on with our assault games here. So, I'd like to get a 2-4 boomerang. We're going to try for a 2-4 boomerang. We're going to see what's going on here. As well as this video is not going to be extremely long because, well... The video is going to be kind of long, but at the same time, this live commentary isn't going to be as long. I have another commentary that is not quite as long. But anyways, this is a pretty good level for this one, so let's see what we can do with this. I'm kind of losing my train of thought anyways. So let's go boomerangs, cannons, and as well we're going to go with some tag shooters. F yeah, we're going to go get some tag shooters and just a mortar. So F yeah, I'm hoping that my movie will save in time by the time that, we can start sending out big rushes at each other. It's getting pretty darn close. It's about 80% done. So we're going to start lagging just a little bit less. Maybe you guys don't really notice the lag, but I notice it quite a bit. It makes me a little bit sad. So, yeah, we have the live commentary for about 25 minutes or so, maybe up to 30 minutes, and then we have another non-live commentary of another game that I played, which was actually pretty darn fun. And I just had to include it. So anyways, we're going to start off with the cannon here. We're going to build the cannon right about, right about here. This is a pretty darn good spot. And then we're also going to get a boomerang. So F, yeah, we're going to put a boomerang right here, because guess what he can do? He can hook around right here and kill all the balloons. F, yeah, we got that. Perfection. First things first, let's send out balloons today. So F, yeah, we're going to send out a bunch of these red balloons as soon as possible, and see if we can get some economy going. He's doing the same thing versus me, which is obviously the smart thing to do. But he's kind of stopped. I don't know, maybe he's going to save up for a 2-3 boomerang or something. Or maybe he notices my giant red group of balloons coming at him, and he's getting a little bit scared. That is totally possible. He's probably... Yep, there he goes. So he's got a 3-0 boomerang. He kind of saved up for that because he was actually kind of worried about my balloons that I was sending out at him. And that's kind of a hindrance towards his defense. He's got a pretty darn good record, though. So I'm not confused, but at the same time I'm wondering, where does he get all his economy, or where does he get his wins from? Like... is he just really good at building certain defenses, or is he really good at sending out good attacks? You know, you can just be really good at one thing and actually get a pretty darn good win record. It's actually kind of surprising. I get surprised, at least. So anyways, I'm just going to continue sending out these balloons for as long as possible. We're already on level 4. I can send out some blues. I'm actually going to wait on that just a little bit. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Now I can send out a... I don't know. He's not rushing me with anything besides blues. So I'm just going to say screw it. I'm going to continue with these blues for a little while. With these blues for a little while, and I'll just actually get a 2-0 boomerang. Okay, now he's sending out the pinks. So now I actually need to be a little bit more careful, and I need to build another 2-3 boomerang pretty darn fast here. So I sadly went with too much economy and not enough of what I should have been doing, and my 2-3 boomerang is getting overrun just a little bit. Now we're down to about a little bit less than 100 lives, which is not terrible. We're still okay. Nothing bad. Like I said, don't worry until you get less than 50 lives. Anyways, these pinks are still overrunning us just a little bit, which should not be happening when we have a 2-3 boomerang. Normally, they do not let any of them through, but lag is sadly just not on my side today. So we're probably going to actually have to build some more towers that we shouldn't have to build because of my lack of 2-3 boomerang popping power right now. But I'm going to last as long as possible. If you start sending out blacks versus me, I will have to get another tower. Normally, I would not have to do that, just as a heads up. Normally, 2-3 boomerangs are enough for pinks and blacks and all that nonsense. You really don't have to do anything, even reroll blacks and stuff on certain levels. But I'm just going to continue on here with some more economy, just a little bit more. I think I'm going to stop right around 550 or so. Should be enough for me. Okay, so we're sending out blacks. So now I'm going to need something else. So let's get something else up. In fact, I think our tax shooter will actually suffice. So let's just get our 2-0 tax shooter up here. And now I can go a little bit more economy. So we are on level 7, so I'm going to have to be slightly careful for the next level. Guess what? Regrow balloons come on here. So let's actually just start saving up our money, and I will indeed get my 2-4 boomerang as soon as I possibly can. I'd like to save up as much money as possible. I probably should have stopped with my economy just a little bit earlier, actually. I probably should have. But we'll see what he sends at us. If he does send out nothing too crazy, I will just get my 2-4 boomerang whenever. Sending out some yellows here, so he's going to some kind of late game action right now. And I don't think he'll overrun me or do too much damage to me, actually. Anyways, let's get it. Let's get our 2-4 boomerang. He's going with a lot of these yellow balloons. So let's just get this thing right here. Normally, these would not overrun me, by the way, guys. I could easily own all these guys. He's sending out so many balloons versus me. He's really going a high economy right now, which leads me to think that he's not going to be able to fend off a really fast level 13 rush or something like that. I'm pretty darn sure I could actually overrun him with something like that. So let's save up our money right now. We have indeed $2,650. So let's get our mortar for the next level. That's going to be our camo detection for level 12. And now I have full camo detection, so fantastic for me. What's better though? Is it better to go with a 2-3 boomer and a 3-0 boomer, or a 2-4 boomer? And that's kind of just iffy. Which, the way he's been sending things out at me, it's probably better to go with a 3-0 and a 2-3. So now I'm questioning, do I go for a giant regrow rush against this guy? I don't know. I severely do not know. I think I'm just going to wait it. I'm going to wait it out for a little while. In fact, I'm just going to get ready for a giant rush against me. So he does send out a giant rush towards me. I'm going to have to do a little bit of fast action selling and stuff like that. But I think we'll be okay. And indeed, he's sending out red balloons versus me. Now, I do have to be careful and probably rush him on level 15, though. So that's one thing that I do have to be careful with. Now I can get either a 4-2 cannon or a couple 3-0 boomerangs and stuff like that. I don't know. Not really sure what I'm going to get yet. He's got some 3-2 cannons. He's got two 3-2 cannons, which are not extremely good versus ceramics. So indeed, I'm going to go for a pretty quick regrow rush, just not camo, just regrow ceramic. Let's send out like 3 or 4 of these guys, and then see what this guy sends out at me. Well, actually, let's send out a couple more than that. So I'm feeling like we can actually overrun this guy. He's got Moab Maulers, which is just a bad idea. I think we just won that game, actually. Kind of impressive. Regrow Ceramics overwhelmed the crap out of him. No, they didn't. He's still alive. Oh my goodness. So now I do have a way out of this, actually. Since we didn't win just there, we can actually just wait and not send out Moabs, but send out a giant regrow rush on level 18. So he's kind of planning for a level 18 regrow rush. Or, excuse me. I'm planning for a level 18 regrow rush. The other guy is not planning for a level 18 regrow rush. He's planning for just a Moab attack. So let's actually just use this thing really fast before I get overrun here. That would not be good. I used my 2-4 boomerang upgrade right there. And I did, in fact, have to get a 3-0 boomerang as well. Now, I could, if he rushes me, build a 4-2 cannon pretty darn fast here. Just get my 4-2 cannon up, bam, shazam, we could survive a regrow rush and stuff like that. But instead, I'm actually going to get this fast cooldown ceramic rush as soon as possible on level 18. He's got all these Moab Maulers, but he doesn't have that much Moab popping power. So, okay, we did, in fact, beat that ceramic. Oh, no, what? No! No! We lost the game. Oh my god, I'm such a noob. I was thinking, oh my goodness. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. That was just not good. I lost to 1 ceramic. Can you believe it? Anyways, actually, we're just going to not end the video here, but we're going to end the live part of this video, and you guys will start my commentary in just a few seconds. Goodbye. Kind of. Hey guys, how you doing? We're back here continuing our assault extravaganza with the last part of episode 100. And basically what's going on here, well, I thought this was actually an extremely fun game to show you guys. We're playing on assault here, we're playing on the rail, and I just want to kind of show you guys how to play some fun, kind of late, interesting games. So what's going on here? Well, basically, I'm doing my normal strategy and I'm going quite a bit of economy. That's basically what I tried to do the entire game. I was like, let's get some high, intense economy. This game is sped up actually 4 freaking times. Holy crap, that is pretty darn fast, right? That's okay. It was normally a pretty darn long video, and I decided to speed up 4 times to make it quite a bit shorter, so you guys wouldn't have to sit through a bunch of nonsensical action throughout the entire time. Now, the beginning here is sped up quite a bit, but hopefully that's not too big of a deal. I really don't have to explain too much, because you guys have seen so many of my assault battles, especially stuff like this, where it's just kind of like, it's kind of obvious what's going on. He's got a 3-0 boomerang, I got a 2-3 boomerang with a nice little cannon action over in there. Now, but you're going to notice something, it looks like I'm kind of getting overrun almost. And I go for a giant regrow rush against him on level 8, and he almost lost the game, so it was extremely close. This whole entire game is, oh my god, intense. So hopefully you guys will think of it as intense as I did. If you notice my tower selection, boomerang, cannon, mortar, and dartling gun. So, ooh, that's kind of an interesting selection together, right? You can probably go pretty late game with that selection. Now, I'm also noticing, guess what he's got? He's got Monkey Ace. Oh my goodness, so he's got a Monkey Ace, so he can get ground zeros and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, so I really can't rush him with anything too much right now. He's got a 4-2 cannon. I'm going with a bunch of economy. If you notice my economy, it's already up to almost $2,000. And I still feel like I had a pretty darn good defense pretty much the entire time. So I really played well this game. That's the basic way I can put it. I go for a quick regrow rush on level 15 or level 16 or something like that. I was not able to do anything versus him, and now we're already on level 18. Oh my goodness. Level 18, I'm going to go for one quick Moab attack, see what I can do. Sadly, it was not enough to actually do it, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change to low quality really fast. So I'm on low quality right now. Hopefully you guys can not notice too much of a difference. But anyways, I'm like, it's time, guys. I have 3,000 in-game economy. Let's get ready for some Moabs, just in case he does send out something versus me. Now, what you're going to do is, if you send out a Oh My God or something versus him, he's going to be able to defeat that. You know why he's going to be able to defeat that? Because he has a ground zero. He has Moab Assassins and a ground zero. So he just totally rocked my Oh My God. But luckily, I have good enough economy where I'm actually able to come back after that Oh My God. The reason why I didn't send out 3 Oh My Gods in a row is because I would have 0 economy and no way to come back after that. I would just be screwed over. So that's exactly what I didn't want. Now, I do have not too much By the way, this was a full-on battle. We did not play a neutral battle or anything like that. If you notice, we're sending out balloons and trying to kill each other pretty much the entire time. There was just no clear way to kill each other. So anyways, I got a bunch of dartling guns on the bottom there. That's probably something you have to pay attention to quite a bit. Because I have a lot of pink... I'm sending out just a ton of pink balloons against him. Pink balloons are indeed the best way to get economy throughout the entire game. They just give you the most economy because they have the fastest cooldown. Compared to blacks and stuff like that, you'll have a little bit more money, or a little bit more in-game economy from the pinks, actually. So anyways, I really don't have that great of a defense. If you notice, if he sent a oh my god versus me or something, I wouldn't die, but I have to actually build some more stuff instead of going so much economy. Now I'm up to like 7,000 mother effing economy. This is just plain ridiculous. Look at his side though. He's got a bunch of Moab assassins. There's no way Moabs are going to be able to beat him. And as well, he's got those 3-0 boomerangs, so what am I going to do? I really can't kill him with very much. Guess what I got? I got a freaking 2-4 laser cannon. So I actually never really used a 2-4 laser cannon before. I thought it was kind of fun, interesting to actually use it. And now he's going for a, guess what? Oh my god. He's going for a giant rush against me. Holy crap. So he's got a bunch of Moabs and stuff like that. What's going on right now? Oh my god, I'm down to 15 lives. I had 120 lives the entire time. Down to 15 lives. How intense is that? And he wasted all his freaking money. Now all his money is basically gone. And guess what we're going to do? Should we rush him, or should we wait it out? I don't know. I don't think we should rush him yet. I'm going to get quite a bit of money because he has no economy, and I have a bunch of economy, so let's just keep this going. Fantastic. Oh my god. We got a bunch of Moab assassins on my side. We basically got almost the exact same strategy, except he's a Spectre and a Ground Zero and stuff, and I have a bunch of 2-4 Dartling guns, or at least a bunch of Dartling guns in general. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe I should get some more Dartling gun action just in case he does rush me, but I don't actually decide to do that. I'm just like, you know what, let's chill here. Level 39 is pretty freaking difficult, but I don't want my laser cannons to actually make me lose. And anyways, let's slow it down here, and I do indeed win the game. Thank you guys so much for watching episode 100. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and basically all I have to say is you guys are freaking awesome. Hopefully you guys continue to support me, and have a great day.